Good evening. The U.S. State Department released a much-anticipated report into the environmental impact of the proposed Keystone XL pipeline. Now, the final study follows a draft report in March and means the project is one step closer to the final decision.
The report by the U.S. State Department deals a stinging blow to environmentalists. It concludes that the Keystone XL pipeline, if built, will have no substantive effects on climate change, and any spills associated with the project are expected to be rare and relatively small. Welcome news for pipeline proponents who say the $5.4 billion project running from Alberta all the way down to Nebraska will create thousands of jobs.
The U.S. government has been reviewing the project for over 5 years. This has been a lengthy and thorough review process. The benefits to the United States and to Canada are clear.
Pipeline opponents still insist the project could be disastrous for the environment because they say the pipeline would carry so-called dirty oil that they claim could lead to global warming.
It's nonsense. If a pipeline shipping the most energy intensive to produce oil in the world doesn't contribute to climate change, what does?
The report will be considered heavily when U.S. President Barack Obama makes his final decision on the project. Last month in Washington, Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister accused the Americans of delaying the decision for far too long.
Obviously, we would have liked to have seen it approved 17 months ago. Having said that, there were some fair concerns raised.
But today, the White House said the release of the environmental report does not mean a decision will come anytime soon.
It does not or will not represent a decision, but rather another step in the process.
Various U.S. federal agencies now have up to 3 months to comment on the environmental report. Only after that will the U.S. president approve or deny the project. Omar Sachedina, CTV News, Ottawa.
Well, it's an exciting time for students at a Vermilion School after a big announcement was made this morning. Now, it's part of a series of projects announced by the province. Anna Stanislaw was there and has more.
It's been 21 years since St. Jerome's had its last upgrade, but that will now change as the Alberta government plans to modernize the school as part of its Building Alberta plan.
I've been here since kindergarten, so I've grown up in the school.
Grade 11 student Morgan Wilson is just one of more than 360 students who will benefit from this project, a project many say was much needed.
Knowing the friends in other schools, they have all the different classrooms, like a chemistry lab and stuff like that, or like wood making and like making chairs and all that, like carpentry. So it'd be cool to get like stuff like that.
By making the best use of existing space and investing wisely, we are investing and ensuring in our students and our communities and ensuring that they benefit from having the most modern, up-to-date facilities available.
MLA Richard Starke says the investment will include upgrades to the heating and ventilation systems, the exterior and interior of the building, and a new career and technology center.
CTS is an example and an opportunity for students to explore much more than the basic classroom materials. We still stress those, but it gives kids an opportunity to start on their careers while they're still in high school.
I think it helps kids know what they want to be, and it would help them because I'm going through high school. I have no idea what to do, and so it'll be really good for the kids in the future to have that.
The budget for the modernization project is more than $10 million. Premier Alison Redford announced in her election campaign to build and modernize 120 schools throughout Alberta.
Education has a lot of components. You have to have great teachers, great students, great administrators, but you also have to have great facilities.
There's no word on exactly when the project will be completed, as the planning and design work are still in the early stages. Reporting from Vermilion, Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
As well, E.H. Walter School in Paradise Valley has also been announced as part of the modernization projects. Well, walking around the border city today, you may notice some people rocking some bright pink hairdos. And it's all for a good cause as they are raising money for the Hair Massacre event. Barb Petiasic has more.
And you're shaving as close as you can go.
This is the scene every February as thousands of people in Alberta shave off their hairdos for charity. Hair Massacre is going into its 11th year and has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Stollery Children's Hospital, Ronald McDonald House, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And in the border city, these girls are hoping to start their own version. It's a cause that's close to home for Holly Eckel. Her son Conrad was diagnosed with leukemia back in May of 2011. He's now in remission and will finish treatments in September. But at the time, Eckel says she relied on the services of the Stollery Children's Hospital in Edmonton.
It's like a home. The nurses care, like they care about everybody. They try and make the best of everything for the kids.
What do you want, Kenzie?
12 hairstyling students from Lakeland College were busy with dyes and hair foil as they volunteered their time to help the cause.
Holly put a wanted ad kind of thing on a Facebook group asking if anyone would be able to help out with this cause, and I contacted her right away because it's great exposure for our students and great to get involved in a community fundraiser.
Instructor Brittany Hollington says she appreciates the amount of work Eckel has done for the cause, as she had a scare with her own kids.
My twins were born 5 weeks premature last year, and luckily they didn't need any extra hospitalization, but had they needed it, I would have wanted someone else to be helping to support a fund like that for our family, and so I want to be able to do the same for other families.
At the end of the day, the group raised more than $1,100. Bart Pediasic, Newcap News.
And to donate and help out the cause, you can call Holly Eckel at 780-872-2105. Homelessness is a countrywide issue, and Lloydminster isn't immune to the problem. So next month, a walk to raise money and awareness will hit the border city. Now, the Lloydminster Men's Shelter is asking people to bundle up and join them at the Bud Miller Park for the second annual coldest night of the year on February 22nd.
Two main purposes. One is to raise money for our different housing initiatives, but also give people a taste of what it's like to live on the street.
Coldest Night of the Year is a national initiative that's been around since 2011 and has raised more than $2.4 million countrywide. Last year was the first time the walk was held in the border city, and organizers were thrilled to collect $35,000. Now, with a fundraising goal of $40,000, the bar's been set even higher this year.
The amount we raise will directly go to support services and activities for homelessness in Lloydminster. We've just acquired a fourplex building that we're going to renovate and get ready for affordable housing, so some of those funds will go that way as well.
For the walk, it's only a few hours, whereas some of the people in Lloydminster live on the street all the time, and I cannot imagine what it could be like.
Registration is at 4 and the walk starts at 5. Now, for information on how to start a team or donate, you can visit the website at coldestnightoftheyear.org.